Well, good afternoon. Um, I don't even know if this is going to make it on the channel or not. It's just maybe a trial run, but my name's Layla, and I am going to start this channel. Can't make this shit up. It was a super long title, but I didn't get a chance to put it all in because it wouldn't let me. But it was Can't Make This Shit Up, True Stories of an INFJ codependent, highly functioning anxiety, depression, black woman. Um, I basically am doing this because I want to share my story. I don't really be feeling like I'm heard. I'm one of those people that everybody comes to for advice, and I'm constantly listening because by default I'm a people pleaser, and I don't want to upset others as far as like interrupting their stories and stuff like that. And I'm just learning to be better. Learning to apply what I've learned over the last few years of this self-help, this self-development. Life is funny, and I haven't been able to have the therapist that I would have liked to have, but I've read plenty of books, watched plenty of YouTube videos, and I've just been putting in my time. And I would like to share it. I want to share my journey. I want to share how I got here, why I'm here, some of the stories that have pushed me here. When you hear people say all the time, like, oh, well, you should write a book, and you should make a YouTube channel, you should give advice, you should do this, you should do that. So here I am. No filter, no super fancy phone, just me being raw and what the fuck is going on. And I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I don't know how far this is going to go. I just know that it's like a form of therapy for me. I get to finally tell my stories, and if it helps you along the way, then fine. And I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing it because I do want to help others. And I'm doing it because I feel like it's what I need to be doing. I just struggle, but I didn't put in all this work for nothing. And ultimately, people don't give a fuck. People pick and choose what they want to care about. People pick and choose what they want to listen to. People are just people. And you people, you all, do not have to click on this picture. You do not have to click on this video. You do not have to give a damn about me. But if you choose to, and you're here and you made it this far, that's cool. Hit the like button. Subscribe. I got 39 years of stories to tell. Some of them I'm going to tell on here. Some of them I may actually write down. But like I said, it's a form of therapy for me. I already talk a lot. It kind of gets me in trouble. I'm supposed to be driving DoorDash today because I got fired on Saturday. And that's how this all started, was to tell the stories about how I got fired and how I got here, and to help me keep my anxiety down. I follow a woman by the name of Winz's INFJ Epic Life, and God knows I would love to work with her one-on-one, but the way her prices is set up, I just can't do it right now. But she has encouraged me and changed my life in such a way that here I am today on this recording, sharing with you. I've had other people help me with this. I have been reading plenty of self-help books. I've been reading journaling. I've been watching stuff, and it always boils down to your support system. And if you can get a therapist. Make sure you can get a therapist and all of those things. And those are wonderful things. However, in my case, for me, it just wasn't working like that. And I always had an issue as far as what do you do when you don't really have a support system like that, or you don't really have an outlet and you are the one that everybody goes to. You got to be able to afford to get to the person to ask that question. And fun fact, I have an associate's degree in mental health, so I completely get it. But life is life, and you try to, put yourself in a position so that you'll be able to afford these things. They always talk about what's a good idea, and, it's a struggle. I just be struggling with it at times. And I I want I just want to be free of my mind. I have a book that I've been journaling in since I was not since I was since 2012, and it got to a point where I just decided that I would start recording my voice first thing in the morning, because there was so many thoughts coming through that I couldn't get them all on paper, and I felt like I was missing stuff. And then because I am that person that, everybody comes to for advice, I realized I don't have anyone really to talk to. I have my best friend, don't get it twisted. I'll be 40 in October, and I am so grateful for her because, move, bub. I'm just grateful for her because she has truly been there and knows all of these stories and then some. And I don't know what I would do without her. But she has also encouraged me to just go ahead and make these damn videos and start doing this because of how my life is set up. So shout out to my best friend, Tony, you the MVP, because without your encouragement and support, I wouldn't be here. I got my kid. I have 2 kids, but my daughter will be 21 this month. And she's a support system, a support system, but an involuntary adult support system that she didn't think she would have to do for a grown-up. And I have Susan, who is someone that I've met, that was my neighbor, that became my friend. But each woman that I've named has their own thing going on. My best friend has known me since I was 5. Susan's been in my life for about 6 years, but I'm older than her by 9. And my daughter is my daughter, and she's 20. So there's only so many levels of support that they can truly have for me, in addition to their own shit. So you have to get to a point where you are truthful about, giving a person space and allowing them the time to do their own thing, which is why I'm here. I can't expect them to take on the burden of my mental and my brain. So, the reality of the situation is I have emotional needs that have not been met. They have not been met since I was a child, and I have carried it along with me. And a lot of times people are like, well, you're labeling yourself. Well, as a counselor, I understand that it is considered to be labels, but this is from me. This is from my life. These are the things that I identify with. Those are the things that I targeted about myself so that I was able to do the work that I needed to do for myself. So when you talk labels of people-pleasing, codependency, and you've been raised by a narcissist and you grew up in a narcissistic environment, your work environment has been with people still being narcissistic. And I'm not trying to play a victim, because by no means am I a victim. I'm just understanding what it is and how it can be in my mental state. Being an INFJ, I'll dwell over things and be wanting people to understand so bad, and wanting people to hear me, to really feel me from the inside, I guess, to to see me, I don't know. It gets complicated, and hopefully as these videos progress, I'll be able to verbalize it a little bit more. I've only been watching Wednesdays since April, and I've been thoroughly watching those videos because it was something that was different. And I also read the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I can't remember the man's name right now, but I will look for that and put it in there. But these are the two things that kind of like got me going to this space. Back in February, I basically felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. It's like a suicidal ideology where I'm just this super nice person. Everybody thinks I'm so dope, but yet I sit here isolated and alone. And that in itself is a struggle. So when you're doing the self-help and you're doing your work and you're doing all of these things and you are making sure that you become brave and you make sure that you take your time to take little steps and try to visualize and manifest, but then when you still are alone and the years have gone by, it just takes its toll on you. I'm looking at the video and I'm like 11 minutes into what could potentially be a rant. But it's, again, therapy for me that I just want to share that I've been told